Welcome to The Explainer. We hear it all the time, right? AI in the workplace. It's all about incredible efficiency and massive cost savings. But what if that promise is, well, kind of an illusion? Today, we're diving into the first chapter of a really fascinating report that uncovers the hidden and often devastating costs of using AI to reduce your workforce.
All right, before we really dive in, a quick but important note, just so we're all on the same page. This is the first of a 10-part series looking at a report from Virtualization Options LLC. We're only covering Chapter 1 today, so these explainers just scratch the surface of the full report. So please remember, this is all to get you thinking, it's for informational purposes, and it is definitely not legal advice. You should always talk to a qualified professional for your specific situation.
So the report's executive summary really doesn't pull any punches. It basically says that while everything might look amazing on a quarterly report at first, the reality that unfolds down the line can be, well, a complete catastrophe. So, how on earth does that happen?
To really get what they're talking about, the report walks us through this powerful case study, a regional bank that decided to go all in on AI to handle its customer service. And on the surface, man, it looked like a home run.
And at first, it was celebrated as a genius move. The bank was saving a cool $28 million every single year. I mean, that's a number any executive board would love to see.
So how did they pull that off? Well, they made a massive cut to their workforce. Over just 18 months, they slashed their customer service staff by a staggering 62%. The savings were immediate and they were dramatic.
You can just imagine, right? The quarterly reports looked incredible. The stock price was probably soaring. But, just like in a movie, underneath it all, a crisis was building, and it was about to make those initial savings look like pocket change.
First, it was the customers. The whole experience just fell apart. You know that Net Promoter Score? It's a huge deal for measuring customer loyalty. Well, theirs plummeted by 41 points. That's not just unhappy. That's customers actively starting to hate the brand.
And that's when the money started walking out the door. All those frustrated customers, they started pulling their accounts. We're talking $340 million in deposits gone in a single quarter. One quarter. It wiped out years of hard-won growth, just like that.
So, you gotta ask, right? How does a project that looked so good on a spreadsheet turn into a complete and utter disaster? Well, the report argues it all starts with this powerful, almost irresistible illusion.
Yeah, let's get into the psychology of this. The report has a great name for it, the seduction of efficiency. It's all about a set of intense, overlapping pressures that basically push leaders toward making these dangerously short-sighted decisions. And what's really interesting is how they break down these pressures. It's like a perfect storm, right? You've got investors rewarding any kind of cost-cutting with a nice stock price bump. You have AI vendors with these incredibly persuasive sales pitches and slick ROI calculators. Add in the fact that executive bonuses are often tied to hitting those short-term goals, and then top it all off with a deep-seated fear of being left behind by the competition. It's immense pressure from every direction.
All that pressure creates what the report calls the quarterly earnings trap. I think we've all heard of this. It's this systemic problem where the long-term health of the company takes a back seat to just making the numbers look good for the next 90 days.
And look, this isn't just some theory. The report cites that 73% of executives, that's nearly 3 out of 4, feel that this constant pressure to meet quarterly earnings is their #1 strategic constraint. It forces them to focus on the immediate future, sometimes at any cost.
And okay, this slide, this just nails the heart of the problem. Think about this. A CEO's average tenure is only about 2.5 years. The negative consequences of a bad AI rollout, well, they often don't become painfully obvious for about 18 months or more. You see the gap? A leader can launch a project, book the savings, collect a huge bonus, and be long gone before the real bill comes due.
So that's the financial pressure, the quarterly trap. But there's another huge piece to this puzzle, a critical miscalculation leaders make about the technology itself. The report calls this the illusion of precision.
Here's how it works. Leaders get seduced by these incredibly successful pilot programs. They see an AI perform flawlessly in a controlled test, and they start to believe they've found a magic bullet, a perfect, precise replacement for messy human judgment. They're seeing the clean lines of the boardroom, not the messy reality of the front lines.
But a pilot program is nothing like reality. I mean, look at this. In a pilot, you're using clean, curated data.
You have tons of human oversight. You're only giving it limited standard cases. But in production, you get messy, incomplete, real-world data. You have minimal human support because you just laid them off, and now the system has to deal with every weird edge case imaginable. All the safety nets that made the pilot succeed are removed just as the system faces total chaos.
For our regional bank, this gap between the promise of the pilot and the reality of production was absolutely catastrophic. They chased a $28 million annual saving, but the actual cost to fix the damage, rebuilding staff, recovering lost customers, and repairing their reputation ended up being more than $85 million.
And that leaves us with this final, really provocative thought. In this frantic rush to automate and chase efficiency, are leaders really taking the time to check the true price tag? We'll explore another one of those hidden costs, the loss of crucial knowledge, in our next explainer.